Okay, so what I want to do is I want to replace the inside fuzz. I've tried moving the speaker out of the way and get my hand in there, which I can kind of do, and I can kind of put my hand in there, or even, removed where I disconnected the plate to see maybe if I can move it around enough, and I can't. I could barely reach in there on both sides and touch that strip, but not really as good as I could do with this plate out of the way, like I did on the passenger side. So let me just show you how easy it is, ish, to get this plate out of here. So there's just these 7mm screws going around. There's more on the top, more on the bottom. Then you have to get the 2 screws out for your window tilt angle adjustment and your window stopper. So there's 2 screws. There's a 10mm screw here, and that one's attached to the plate. And there's a 10mm screw here, and that one's attached to the door. And in between them, you have this guy on the other side attached like that. So roll down the window a little bit so you can get this out of the way. And then I got my window back up. All right, so the first thing I want to do is to get, and then I don't know, this way. Aha, pretty much. Got it out. Okay. All right. Rod out for the door actuator. So I just removed it from the clip in the back. Put pressure. There's a hook on this side. Push the hook out of the way, and then that will give you some room to get the rod out of here. It snaps in really super easy. Getting it out is a little, but I guess I'm going to disconnect my lock mechanism right here. So I'm going to disconnect this lock mechanism so it will move around. Okay, just going to remove these 3 Torx 30 screws right here. That is what is on the agenda right now. All right, now that I got that removed, I can move this slightly forward, right? Should be able to. There it goes. Just a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm doing that so I can get to this stuff in here a little bit easier. Oh, it's all the wiring harnesses and stuff holding this on. So I need to remove all these stupid wiring clips before I get too far. All right, now that the wire harness is removed from the door plate, I'm going to move to the inside of the door now. And I'm going to start unclipping some of the rods that are attached to the locking mechanism and the actual door handle. Okay, sorry about this camera position, but this is the best that I can do. Let me know if I can point out what I'm trying to do. Okay, here we go. So this is easy to get off. It's just held in right here by this bar. Or this thing. You just push this down, and that will pop out. And that's the same way you get it back in. So this is controlled by the door handle. Then I'm trying to get to the door lock mechanism, which is this. I can snap off this clip, which isn't too hard to do. Okay, that's off. There we go. It is now unclipped. So now this top one can just, there we go. Now it's out. Heck yeah. Now this whole thing is free. Now I can move this even more forward and get these other 2 clips out a lot easier, because I can actually reach in here now. I can get my hand in here pretty good. But so if you do want to try that, if you just want to push this all the way forward and get all this wiring off, you probably can reach in there to put that padding on in the back or to do whatever other work you need. But I'm going to take this whole plate out anyways because I want to get that speaker out of there. Because once I get that speaker out of there, from now on, I could put my hand in here and, and do all this work differently. You may or may not be able to see anything. I don't know. Okay, so I got to get these clips out of here now. So push this forward and then pry that forward. Okay, that is coming off somehow. Okay, there we go. Okay, so pull this back. Slide that forward. Now I can get that out. Aha. Okay, clip is off. Okay. I just can't get in here, is the problem. Okay, that's bent. That should come off now. Stupid thing. Oh, come on, you. Oh, is that the problem? Okay. Okay, got it. It just wasn't aligned properly. That was the problem. Ugh. So the problem was, it was so crooked in here, the bar coming in was so crooked that, you know, just if I would have straightened it up, it would have come off by hand. No problem. Okay, I got all the bars out now. I have all the wires disconnected now. This thing should come out of here now. So I'll move it forward as far as I can go. And then I can get the bars out of here. And then come backwards. And oh my gosh, look at that. It's out. Ah, see, look. This is the problem that I was having. I couldn't get this piece all the way out of here. I was able to pull on that, and it was able to pull on that. Now, if I could have struggled on it, I could have did that, but oh, look at all that. That is just gone. But now look, I can get my speaker out of here. I can clean out the inside of this door. This will be worth it in the long run, I promise. Okay, here it is with the new fuzzy installed and the window rolled down. So what I have is this stuff that is not exactly the same. It's felt, it's not fur or fuzz, but it should provide better protection than what I had in here before. So this is just adhesive back gray felt. I got this off of Amazon. It's 1 inch wide. There was stuff I found off of eBay that was only a 1/2 inch wide. So I wanted to get the widest I could. Couldn't find 2 inch, but I didn't want to search forever. And you know, with pandemic times, sometimes you're just lucky with what you can get, as in far as supplies. The other thing I did that I didn't do on the other side is I put a little bit of black weather strip adhesive on both sides, kind of in the middle area, because that's where it separates. I should have did that on the other side, but I didn't. So the next thing I'm going to do now, since I have this all apart, I'm going to put some grease in my rail here and do that, because heck, I have the door apart. I might as well do that. I've also vacuumed out inside of here and got 18,000 years of crud out, and my original Bose speaker is now removed and saved, because, you know, hopefully one day I'll get that going again. All right, so here's the door lock guy out, and I'm gonna ready to start putting this back together now, because I have everything in here that I want to be done. You know, this is a good time, since you have this out, to check your dew strip on the outside of your window, up here at the top. Some people call that belt line strip, because in the old days, with like my other cars from the 50s, it did look like a belt, and there was a piece of felt on the belt, but now it's just all belt with rubber. So People still call it a belt line strip. I think it actually says that in the shop manual sometimes too. So what I'm going to do now for reassembly is this is the little, it was in here like this, facing towards the door. So this is the guy that was up top that I reached in with a screwdriver and got out. From my experience, what I noticed putting the passenger side back together is it's a lot easier just to remove this rod and then connect the bottom part back once you have the top part back in. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, is I'm just gonna take this out. There it goes. All right, there, now it's released. Okay, out. Clip out. Okay. All right. Now, to put this little bar back in the door, I've got to put this little bar back in here now. To me, the hardest one to get back on here is this damn door latch one, because it's way up here at the top, and when it's done, it's actually hidden underneath this top part. Why this top part is on here is beyond me. So that's why I'm doing this one first, and that's where I came up with this whole idea of moving it forward, because it just wasn't working at all. So the part that the grooves are going to go into goes on the bottom. Put your clip on a little bit, put it through the hole, and then kind of line it up a little bit and push it forward, and that's done. So this is what it looks like inside the door. I don't have any video of me putting the rod into the clip, but that's what's going on. Is right now the rod is in the clip and it's just dangling inside the door, and I need to connect that to the lock mechanism next. So how does this go? It goes like this, and like this, and kind of move this forward a little bit. Oh, maybe some more. Okay, so that is on. And now I gotta grab my little hook. Put this in here somewhere. Okay, here's the little hook. Now, so this is me fumbling around trying to get that rod into the lock mechanism now. So because that thing articulates a lot, it's kind of difficult to get it lined up just right. But because I don't have the lock mechanism screwed to the door, I can actually put my hand in there from both sides, and it makes it a little bit easier to get that rod back into the lock mechanism. Okay, I need to get down to here. Okay, so I just lift this bad boy up. Where did that hook go? Okay. This was just all transparent. Oh, here it goes, right here. Okay, so that is now in there. I just gotta snap this little guy on without it sliding too far in or too far out of that hole to line up on those stupid metal grooves. Oh, I think it just moved. Oh, it's in. Yay. It's in. That's all back. That is all the hard stuff. All the hard stuff is done. This bar and this rod is super easy. Okay, so rod, I'm just gonna push down this movie guy in here and put the rod that's coming from a door handle into that hole. That one's done. Now this is the easiest one of them all. I think I'm actually gonna do that one last. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one last because that one's super easy to do with the door in here. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm gonna put the door latch back on. I'm gonna screw that back on now. All right, I got the lock mechanism back in. I'm gonna put my one last rod in. This one always gets me because it's like on here backwards. There we go. There it goes. Now, get that through there. Okay, it's through. Gotta push that down. Go, baby, go. Yeah, maybe some grease on that would have helped. On. Okay. Everything is completely put back together now. I just have to reassemble my bolts, and that's it. All right, so now let's just get this part back together for the actuator. And you know, remember these actuators are only like $10-12. So I got another video about installing that and everything. Needs to clip on this side. There we go. And now it's in. Okay. There we go. So that guy's in now. Door locks. Door unlocks. Everybody's happy. I guess I should try my key just in case, but everything else is put together. All right, so all my screws are back in. I just need to clip my wire harness back on, and actually I lied. There's one more piece I still need to put back together, and that's this part. So I got to roll down my window so it can get down low enough, because it's got to engage with these hooks. So right now if I try to put this on, it would be impossible pretty much. So I got to roll it down a few inches and then put this back in. All right, this guy just goes back in here from behind. Really likes the reach around. That's how, oh gosh. Oh man, I just knocked that out of its clip. Don't do that. Maybe it doesn't like the reach around. That's what I get. Should have actually just had this sitting on the window, but I didn't think about it. Okay, there it goes. Okay. So like that. Aligning the other one, so I've got another video on window alignment and how that's supposed to work and what all these things do inside of here. So look out for that video too. If it's not up yet, it will be soon, because my goodness, I have a lot of videos that still need to be edited. It takes a while. Okay, now it's done. Bam. So it just kind of locks in to the back of that is how it works. And that's what tilts the window. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so I can go all the way up, all the way down, no problem. And my regulator is greased, so yay, that's helpful too. Haha. Cool. Let's snap the wiring harness in, and it's back to the way it was.